9 unknown psychological facts that you've probably never heard before. Fact number 1. Mere exposure effect. Our first psychological fact is the mere exposure effect. Did you know that we tend to develop a preference for things simply because we are familiar with them? Research shows that repeated exposure to a stimulus, be it a person or an object, can actually increase our liking for it. It's amazing how our brains work, isn't it? Fact number 2. The spotlight effect. Next up, we have the spotlight effect. Have you ever felt like everyone is noticing every little thing about you? Well, studies suggest that we often overestimate how much attention others pay to our appearance or behavior. In reality, people might be less focused on us than we think. Fact number 3. Cognitive dissonance. Now, let's talk about cognitive dissonance. This psychological phenomenon occurs when there's a mismatch between our beliefs or attitudes and our behavior. It leads to an uncomfortable feeling of mental discord. We often find ourselves changing our beliefs or justifying our behavior to reduce this dissonance. It's a fascinating insight into how our minds strive for consistency. Fact number 4. Primacy and recency effects. Moving on, let's explore the primacy and recency effects. When we encounter a list or a sequence of items, the primacy effect suggests that we're more likely to remember and be influenced by the information presented at the beginning. Conversely, the recency effect highlights that we tend to recall and be influenced by the information at the end. Fact number 5. The Zeigarnik effect. Here's a psychological fact you may not have heard about: the Zeigarnik effect. Have you ever noticed how unfinished tasks tend to occupy your thoughts? Well, research indicates that unresolved or interrupted tasks are remembered better than completed ones. It's as if our minds can't let go of the unfinished business until we complete it. So, that to-do list might be calling your name. Fact number 6. The Baader-Meinhof phenomenon. Ever experienced the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon? It's also known as the frequency illusion. Imagine learning about something new and then suddenly seeing it everywhere. This phenomenon occurs when our brains selectively focus on that specific thing, making us notice it more frequently. It's a curious trick our minds play on us. Fact number 7. The illusory truth effect. Here's another mind-boggling psychological fact: the illusory truth effect. Did you know that repetition can make us more likely to believe something is true, even if it's not? When we're exposed to information repeatedly, regardless of its accuracy, it creates a sense of familiarity and perceived credibility. It's a reminder to critically evaluate the information we encounter. Fact number 8. The Dunning-Kruger effect. Let's talk about the Dunning-Kruger effect. Have you ever come across individuals who seem overly confident despite their lack of competence? Well, this cognitive bias suggests that people with low ability in a particular domain tend to overestimate their competence. It's a fascinating insight into how our self-perception can sometimes be skewed. Fact number 9. The paradox of choice. Now, let's dive into the paradox of choice. While having choices is generally considered a good thing, too many options can actually lead to decision paralysis and dissatisfaction. Research shows that an abundance of choices overwhelms our brains, making it harder for us to make decisions and reducing our satisfaction with the chosen option. It's a balancing act between variety and decision-making ease. And there you have it, 9 lesser-known psychological facts that shed light on the fascinating workings of the human mind. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content.